Hello, hello. We are live and we're going to go officially live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello. Hey, everyone.
Hands, don't touch your face.
I know, right? Don't touch your face. I'm like, hi. Welcome to another episode of the Accountability Success Circle Quickie. This is number 21. I'm Gary Ware from Breakthrough Play, and I'm joined with my amazing co-host. I think she's that way or that way. Apryl Sluter from The Cheerful Mind.
Yay!
And hey, Apryl, how are you doing?
I'm good. This is a quarantine edition of the ASC Success Circle. We are all stuck in our homes right now, and this is just funny because we actually put this quickie together a while back before everything started imploding. And the day that we were going to air it, we were like, you know what? Let's just pause for a second because stuff is getting crazy. So we're trying to get back into the swing of things, and what we're going to share today, it will be focused on a certain topic, but I think that you can apply this to anything and everything that is going on in the world today. We're happy to be here with you and send you some positive juju as we all navigate this whole pandemic. So anyways, what are we talking about again?
We are talking about how to handle the political negativity that is going on, being that we are in a election year. There is so much in the news that is inundating us from both sides, left, right, and it can be overwhelming. And on top of that, there are other things that are overwhelming as well. And so this, as Apryl said, can apply to all of that. And let's jump into it, because we also have something that we're going to talk about that we're going to be doing regarding happiness that is coming up as well.
Great. Do you want me to start with the number one, or you want to go?
Without further ado, you should do number one, Apryl. Number one is stay open-minded.
Stay open-minded. Okay, so I could go on about this, and maybe there's this like soapbox that I want to hop on about this, but I think, we all acknowledge that everybody is entitled to have an opinion and share an opinion. But I think what happens that creates a lot of this negativity is the fact that people feel like they need to impose their own opinions on everybody else, as if they want to sway them to believe whatever it is that they believe. So that we can all be in agreement. But the reality of it is that, we all have differing opinions, and we need to, as much as possible, if you're going to choose to engage in a political conversation or a argument about coronavirus or whatever that is, you have to understand that everybody's got different perspectives. They see things from different lenses than you, and they might have opinions, and it's all based on what they know. The more that we try to impose our own opinions on other people creates this conflict further. So if you can kind of stay open-minded, and even if somebody shares something that is frustrating to you, you have to approach it from this idea that they're coming at it from their own lens. And how can you engage in this type of discourse with people who you don't agree with without escalating things even further? That's the key, because we want to try to stay positive. And we do all have differing opinions. There are definitely people out there that differ, that don't agree with what you agree with, and vice versa. And we just have to acknowledge that. And so if we can stay open-minded, that's like the first step to handling some of this negativity, whether it be political or etc. online. Gary, do you have anything to add?
Yeah. In addition to staying open-minded, at the end of the day, agree to disagree. It was funny, I forgot where I heard this, but they basically said there are going to be a percentage of people that whatever you say, they're going to be like, yes, yes, yes. And there's going to be a percentage of people that are going to be, indifferent. Maybe they like, oh yeah, I agree with that, or whatever. And then there's going to be a percentage of people that no matter what you say, they're just going to disagree with you. So for your own sanity, at the end of the day, just say, all right, you know what? I respect your opinion, agree to disagree, and just move on. Just like what we're going to do is we're going to move on as well and move on to tip number two is have a happy media playlist. Um, we all want to be as informed as possible, but especially what's going on with all the pandemic, stuff, it can be overwhelming. And that same news cycle over and over and over and over and over again, you're waiting for like, all right, is there something new? Is there something new? But all the while, it is draining all of your psychic energy. It's bringing your ability to focus on anything else down. And, you know, yes, we want to consume news, but imagine if you had just like how we have our favorite playlists of music, what if you had a happy media playlist that you can turn to just to get a break from all that is going on, political or health related, and it's just focusing on good news. And there are a number of them out there. I'll put a few in the comments, but if you have any that you like, highly recommend that you share with us. What do you think, April?
I agree. And I think you have to, whether it's, a media playlist or a music playlist, anything that can get you into a mood that is not negative, right? I mean, there's so much negativity out there right now, and even more so than our general day to day because of everything that's going on. And so trying to focus on the things in your life that are positive, and just putting them on repeat as much as possible is going to help you stay focused on what's really, really important. And that actually can segue into the next topic, or the next and final tip of our little quickie here is, one of the things that I'm doing in the next 40 days is I'm going to create my own little happy playlist of songs that I'm going to learn on the ukulele and then share with other people to infuse more positivity in the world. But you have to think about what you can do in this situation. Negativity carries so much more weight than positivity. And so as somebody who strives to be as positive as possible, granted, it's been a really challenging couple weeks, we have to think about what we have the power to do. And we can't just sit and blame other people for what's happening or what's not happening. We need to be able to harness what we can control and use that energy to create more positivity. And so if there's something that you think that you can do, sometimes you might have judgments about negative things that are happening, but are you in that situation? What can you do despite some of the conversation that's happening? What can you refrain from conversation that is negative? Can you infuse more positivity? What can you do to help instill happiness? Gary, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, like April said, you have a choice on how you can respond. I'm not going to go into the science too much about reaction versus respond. However, the main thing is when you think about it, you may get like sort of fired up, but you can choose to maybe engage and go deeper down that rabbit hole. And, we know how that potentially could end. Or you can say, you know what? I feel like my time can be better spent here or here, and engage in things that are going to increase your productivity, increase your overall happiness. Because at the end of the day, if you can keep uh, decent level of happiness, it does help your overall health. It helps increase your what is it? What are those things? Immune system and all those things, and we need that right now.
For sure.
3 tips. And April, do you want to talk about what we got going on pretty soon?
Yeah. So just as a reminder, these quickies are brought to you thanks to the Accountability Success Circle, which Gary and I are the co-founders of. We focus on bringing more joy to people as they, pursue their personal and professional goals. And now more than ever are we trying to focus on real connection, in a time when we all have to be far apart from each other. So if you're interested in learning about the community, or if you're sitting at home in your PJs, just like we kind of are, and trying to do work, and you just need that extra dose of positivity, feel free to come check us out at accountabilitysuccesscircle.com. And in actually like 7 minutes, we are going to do our 7th monthly webinar. And it is entitled How to Be an Advocate for Happiness and Positivity. Before all of this stuff broke out, we thought about the fact that today is the International Day of Happiness. So why don't we celebrate happiness for a month? And little did we know that this was going to be something that was needed more than ever in the times that our world is facing. And it's been hard to try to stay happy. And, you know, we acknowledge that it's not been amazing dance parties everywhere, but we still have to try to focus on the happiness, because that's going to be a lot of what gets us through. So if you're interested in checking out the webinar, it is being streamed within the ASC community, which you can join right now for absolutely free for a month, and just kind of check it out. But if you are busy, or you're seeing this quickie after everything is passed, you also have the option to view it on YouTube, because we will be live streaming. So if you are craving more positivity, come join the conversation. Feel free to share your own. We'd really love to take some of our positivity that we have and share it with you to hopefully help us get through all this craziness. But yeah, thanks for checking out our quickie, and we'll hop over to our webinar shortly. But it was so good to see all you guys, and we'll be back with another quickie. Hopefully next week. We'll see how things go. But we're sending love from the Midwest and the West Coast, and hoping you're all staying healthy and happy.
And clean. Yes. All right.
And clean. Wash your hands. Bye, guys.